There's nothing but a metaphysical limit to that. And I think that's right. I can't see how it cannot be right.
It makes sense, and it resonates with how we know people that have overcome great things in their life and become these very unusual and unique people.
Yeah.
I got to pause because I have to use the restroom, but let's jump right back into it. Where were we?
Well, we were kind of bringing We Who Wrestle with God to a close, I would say.
Yeah?
I've got other projects I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
All right?
Sure.
We're launching Peterson Academy today. So, online university, we hope. We'll see. We're launching with 20 courses, best lectures in the world, very, very high quality production. We invited the best lecturers I could find down to Miami, 8-hour courses on the topic they really want, highest possible production quality, and we're hoping we'll make a high-level, university equivalent education available to everyone for approximately 1/20th the cost. So that's the plan. You want to see the opening salvo?
Sure. Yeah. Put it up, Jamie.
Yeah.
Why did
Let's
I
take a look.
decide to build
I ran
an-
this before my lectures, this last tour.
You got to put the headphones on if you want to
Yeah,
hear it.
okay.
Why did I decide to build an online university? Well,
there is a crisis now in higher education.
The president of Harvard University resigned today, weeks
Does
after
calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's code of conduct?
We have a problem of affordability and cost, spiraling student loans. We have a groupthink emerging, and that warps the entire academic enterprise.
I experimented with putting my lectures online and found that I could teach far more people at very low cost than I could at the university. And I thought, well, why not scale that?
What I'm hoping to do is to find the best lecturers in the world and to bring them to as wide as possible an audience.
He came to me and he basically said, I want you to do the best course that you've always wanted to do.
We want to bring you the highest quality education possible at the lowest possible price.
It's extremely high-level content that anybody can use to educate themselves, and it's available to everybody.
Well, that would be good. I think it's funny, because I got canceled at the university, so I could try to return the favor.
I think they're doing that to themselves, right?
Yeah, well, we couldn't have a better marketing campaign than the universities themselves.
It's similar to what's going on with mainstream media.
Yeah.
It really is kind of the same thing. They're kind
Yeah,
of
well, it
canceling
all derives
themselves.
from the same source, right? Is the capture of higher education by this God-forsaken ideology that's...
Bizarre.
Yeah.
Bizarre how successful it is, and how many people just are compliant.
Yeah.
It's
That's
very
for
strange.
sure. That's for sure. Yeah, well...
Do you see it turning around, though? It seems like it is a little. It seems like more people are pushing back against it now than ever.
When you have institutions that are thoroughly captured, it's very difficult to retrieve them. You know, we've been arguing about this. I've been arguing about this with my team for Peterson Academy. I mean, is it possible to rejuvenate the bricks and mortars institutions of higher education? And well, one answer to that is things that are dead rot, and the universities seem to be rotting everywhere. And maybe that's because they're dead. Maybe it's because their time has come. And it could be that that's the case. I mean, I hope not. I loved working at Harvard in particular. It was an amazing institution. I had a very good time at McGill. I had a good time at the University of Toronto. It's a real pain to see these institutions degenerate. But they're ideologically captured. That's not good, and thoroughly. And it's a very rotten ideology. It's the spirit of Cain, the resentful spirit of Cain. It's not good. They're unbelievably expensive. They take terrible advantage of their students. Plus, the average quality of the educational experience is actually very low at most places, not everywhere. Hillsdale College, I think, is a marked exception. But most places, the lectures aren't good. And we're in a situation now, it's kind of like what happened with YouTube in a way. You know, YouTube enabled you, for example, and Spotify as well, to emerge as an independent commentator. And, you know, you've cornered the market in some ways on that. There's no reason the universities could have seen this coming 20 years ago. They could have found their best lecturers, and they could have filmed their courses in the highest possible quality manner and taken advantage of this new communication technology. And they didn't. And that's not a good sign. You know, it's so funny, we bring our professors down to Miami, you know, professors from Oxford and Cambridge, and they're so relieved to come there. And the reason they're relieved to come there is because they're treated badly by their own institutions, these great professors. They're treated with contempt. They're paid miserably. That's especially the case in the UK. All we have to do is appreciate them. I tell the professors who come to Peterson Academy, like, here's the deal. You can say exactly what you want in exactly the way you want. You can teach what you love. We'll put a studio audience together that actually wants to listen to you. That's the only reason they're there. We'll offer you a financial deal that's better than you can get with any book. We'll give you more reach than you could ever also hope to get with any published manuscript. You can bring what you know to the world for next to nothing. We figure we can offer a university quality, high-level university quality equivalent for about $2,000 over 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a great social media platform. So, I don't know, you tell me what you think about this. So, we've been wrestling with price, right? Because pricing something is very difficult. And part of the problem with social media platforms is that they're free. And you might say, well, that's not a problem. It's like, it is a problem because things that are free get overrun by parasites instantly. And so